They got it cubed. You gotta press play.
Okay, so that is what we call a technical glitch. Stand by, we'll get it worked out, and we'll figure out a way to play that tape in a moment. He has a message. It runs in 1 minute and 1 second in length, and he concludes, go home, go in peace, and that is the message from President Trump. It was released right around the time
Go home to
that Joe
Russia.
Biden had come out and asked the president, called on him to speak to it on camera, and that is what the commander-in-chief has done. So we'll play it for you when we can. In the meantime, I'm going to bring in Martha McCallum. Martha, we're getting news here in Georgia that may be breaking as well. We'll hold our fire on that for now. Nothing confirmed yet here in Georgia.
We won Georgia.
Nonetheless, it is a curious situation, Martha. How we were all together late into the night last night, watching these two runoffs and trying to figure out who was going to control power in Congress, and then, well, everything went sideways in Washington, D.C. around 1 o'clock.
That's what you planned.
Well, that is the world that we have lived in, especially over the last year and a half. You look at how much pressure, how much stress Americans have been under with the coronavirus pandemic, which is unrelenting and still such a big part of everyone's lives. I think all of these things are a part of the fabric of 2020. I think there's a lot of emotion, a lot of pain in the country, and we've seen these kinds of ambushes and assaults over the course of this year. We saw them, in the zone in Seattle. We saw them at McConnell's house and Pelosi's house, and most recently at Senator Hawley's house. And now it has flown, sort of overflowed into this high place of American democracy in the United States Capitol. And I think it's worth pointing out that, the group of people who breached these walls that's a crime. They've committed a crime and they should be prosecuted.
Yeah, but who's arresting them?
Eric Trump was tweeting that. Other supporters of the president are tweeting that. And you cannot put a broad brush across all of these people and their concerns.
So lock them damn
when you
up.
look at this, as extraordinary and awful as this is, and as there's hundreds of people who are involved in this today.
Lock them up for life.
Eventually. There's also
Deport them to
reports just
Siberia.
on the, news front as we follow all the
Their
headlines.
true home.
That the FBI is working on some devices and making sure that they are not devices that they need to be worried about. So there's really an all hands on deck effort.
I don't see anybody doing shit. I don't see any of the tear gas, any of the cops with shields, any of the armored vehicles they use against American protesters.
We need to have this
Can't mop up these Russians.
And we need to get back to the business at hand, which is the certification of the presidential election. So it's just a day that none of us will ever forget. We don't know where it goes from here.
Yeah, it goes to jail.
When the sun goes
Those
down
fuckers
tonight.
go to jail.
And this is a story that we're going to be following for days and perhaps weeks and months, Bill.
Well, let's hope we're wrong on that last point. Martha, thank you so much. Take two now. Here is the president with his message to the protesters on Capitol Hill.
I know your pain. I know you're hurt.